Georges St-Pierre continues to hype his next fight. The MMA legend is set to challenge for the UFC middleweight championship against Michael Bisping at UFC 217. The two fighters have been making the rounds with media appearances to hype the fight. St-Pierre believes there's more than meets the eye when it comes to Bisping. Bisping has continued to build his reputation of pulling no punches to insult his opponents before they meet in the world-famous octagon. As seen in the past, GSP usually goes the safe route by being more polite and thoughtful approach in the build-up to an event. Article continues below. The former UFC welterweight champion recently spoke with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour about the upcoming fight. During the interview, he stated that Bisping is terrified to wrestle with him. He's playing always the same song. He's terrified of me wrestling him. Terrified, St-Pierre said Monday on the MMA Hour. In every interview he does, he's begging me to stand and bang with him. In every interview. I mean, if you don't know the ground game, you should be in MMA. You should be in kickboxing. Fighting on the ground is part of the game, and he's terrified. So he wants me to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to stand and bang with you. Article continues below. I'm going to use all my tools, St-Pierre continued. Not only one tool, but all of them. That's a mind game that he's trying to play. I don't think I got the better of him, St-Pierre said. I don't like when people talk about training. When I train with a guy, I'm never going to go out and talk about the training. The training is the training. Sometimes you have a good day, sometimes you have a bad day. That's that. I don't like when guys talk about that. I think it's a lack of respect, St-Pierre continued. Those are rules. You should talk about this. What happens in the gym, it happens in the gym. I get my ass kicked in the gym all the time. That's normal. That's what training is for. The more you sweat in the gym, the less you bleed in the fight. Jake Shields is amazing, St-Pierre said. We've been training together probably for a bit now, and we can both learn from each other, both grow together training with each other, and it is an honor to be able to train with him. He's given me a lot of help, and he's an amazing fighter. He has incredible tools. The pressure he puts on people on the ground is just unbearable. He's very, very good and very specialized at what he does. UFC 217 is set to take place on Saturday, November 4th in New York at Madison Square Garden. Cody Garbrandt vs. TJ Dillashaw for the UFC bantamweight title is expected to serve as the co-main event. The main card will air on pay-per-view while the preliminary card will air on Fox Sports 1 and the promotion's streaming service, UFC Fight Pass. It's going to be a fun night of fights. I'm much confident in this than I was before, St-Pierre said. I trained a lot of aspects in my game in the 4 years. People say you can't reinvent yourself, but I'm going to prove that you can, and I'm going to prove it to everybody. I'm not the same guy that I was before, the last time. I have a lot more tools, and I'm specialized in different things. I have a lot of new tricks that I'm going to bring to the game. I'm going to finish him, that's what I believe, St-Pierre vowed. Either a knockout or submission. Do you want to write for Give Me Sport? Get started today by signing up and submitting an article here. http://gms.to write forms.